just think you can flap your yap. No cap, yo, we looking at the facts and stats. Second city gritty to across the map. Put your cleats on your feet while we run some laps. Buckle up your seat while we have some chats. Who the GOAT on the court, pictures and running backs. Plug in your jacks and you whip your phone. Shalom, let's get it on, just a setting the tone.
All right, everybody. Thank you for coming to the Setting the Tone podcast. It's your boy Tone, and I got my crew with me today. I got my guy Jere. What's up with you, bro?
What's up?
What's up? What's going on, Rico? What's going on, Matt? How you feeling, bro?
Shit, y'all already heard what I had to say. I ain't even gonna speak on it no more.
No more?
Yeah.
What you talking about in particular, man? What you have to say about what?
Shit, this is a bad day. Tar Heels.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Tar Heels losing. Motherfucking, my football team ain't been shit since I was 3. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, y'all been all right, man. Y'all had good seasons, man. Y'all just ain't finished shit, you know. But y'all had some good seasons.
Everybody got good seasons, but if you don't win, it ain't worth shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how I always feel. You know, it's something to talk about. It's something for progress.
It's not saying that they ain't shit. It's just they ain't winning.
Facts. You know? I'll give you that. That's a better statement, I should say.
Yeah. Ray should know about that shit.
Right. I knew that was coming.
I was setting that one up from the beginning.
I knew it. That's why I didn't even say nothing.
I set that one up. Hey,
good.
did y'all get a chance to catch any of the the Pro Bowl?
Yeah. Bits and pieces.
Bits and pieces. So I saw the Kyrie news come across the screen on my phone, and I was like, "Oh shit, let me go check this out on ESPN." So I turned to ESPN. It was their Pro Bowl. I didn't even know this shit was on because I don't even watch it. I ain't watched it in for I don't know how long. So I sit there and watch it for a minute. I like these niggas playing flag football.
And then they switched the format up. It was more than one flag football game.
See, I didn't even watch it that long. I just watched it for minutes.
More. They had them on like separate time. I don't even know if it was on the same day. I think it might have been one Saturday and one Sunday, or I don't know. But it's like,
hey, is the Pro Bowl even worth still playing? I mean, like the game.
No. Not when it come to that. That's retarded. They're like, that's dumb. I mean, I get it because they ain't gonna play hard anyway. Like, you know, if they had full gear and all that, they ain't gonna hit each other anyway.
Right. I mean, it's like everybody's worried about injury, which is understood. It's an all-star game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, I just think they should just go ahead and get those dude like a bonus check for that shit.
Facts.
You know, do some type of social media event where you announce your pro football team and call it a day. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit they putting on TV ain't it.
But if they put an incentive on it, they can get the hype back to it. You know, people they competitive anyway. But just like in Major League Baseball, the incentive is where the side win. You know, that's home field in the World Series. So they can, you know, if you get them something to actually want to actually perform.
What's the incentive for baseball?
Yeah, you're right.
But the baseball is in the middle of the season. They all-star game. You know what I'm saying? This is at the end of the season.
And that shit's competitive.
Yeah.
Well, but that's why it's competitive though. Like you said, you right though. They do get a bonus. They get a bonus for winning, and they get home field. So
who get home?
They make them extra.
Yeah,
like whatever.
Their all-star game actually means something for the season.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they changed that up, right? It ain't always been like that, but they do.
But the team,
American League versus the National League.
So the National League win, they get home field advantage throughout the playoff.
Whatever team.
Oh, the World Series.
The World Series, not the
World
playoffs.
Series.
Yeah, whatever team comes out of that division or that conference, they team gets home field advantage in the World Series.
That's crazy, boy. So even if it's like the best team in the AL, That's crazy. I did not know that.
Yep. Trust me, because my Yankees been looking, man, it hurt us, boy. I hate
You a Yankee fan? You all over the place, man.
Hey, it ain't my fault. You act like I came from a major city. Look where I'm at. I'm in Tennessee, buddy. It wasn't no teams here at first. So growing up, I had no choice.
He got that built-in reason.
It was all college teams.
That's true.
You know?
I mean, shit, I'm from Richmond. Ain't no teams in Richmond, so I had to branch off. Shit, I had to pick. I had to choose.
Y'all had Coach Carter,
though. Y'all claim the Bay, though. Y'all don't just claim a city. Y'all claim a whole area. Y'all claim an area, man. That shit different.
Yeah, it's different out here than, you feel me, Chicago and shit.
Yeah, Chicago, we don't claim the suburbs. We'll be like, where you from? You from Harvey? That ain't Chicago, nigga.
Right,
even though Harvey cool, but that ain't Chicago. We don't claim
like Oakland, city. Oakland, they don't claim the Bay. They say they from Oakland. Like,
okay.
You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, nigga, y'all the Bay. Like, this all the Bay.
So you from the Richmond from Coach Carter for real?
Yeah, Central.
That's what's up.
No, I didn't go to Richmond High though. I went to Berkeley High.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went to Berkeley
High. Hey, it was a post in the Holics group. They were showing the comparisons of this year, the two teams and their record and their points they scored and all that, and they looked pretty evenly stacked. Although I was looking at it, I was like, but who did they play against? Like, what's the defenses they played against? Like, they showing both teams score 546 points, you know. But who did the Chiefs play and who did the Eagles play? Like,
man, who was injured?
And who was injured, right?
All that shit matters.
It slowed down his whole momentum. He was going to be MVP of the season of the year. It slowed all that down.
But they was also saying that they both teams have top ranked offenses. Like the Chiefs is number 1, the Eagles number 3, and both offenses are ranked higher than the defenses that they're playing against. Is that going to be like is that going to make it a higher scoring game? You think?
I think it's going to be some points on the board.
I just think it comes down to the basic fundamental. You know, execute. Whatever team executes more going to win. I think these teams are too high powered to be held to 10-point, 7.7 game.
I agree, man.
Who's playing? Because, like you say, on one end you got Patrick Mahomes, on the other end you got almost a great player at every position for the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say Miles Sanders is great, but he's better than the front or the back 15, I should say, not the front 15, the back 15 when it comes to running backs. So, he's good for sure. And then you got AJ Brown, Smith, Goddard, Jalen Hurts, obviously MVP candidate. So, the Eagles for sure, if they get held under 21, I think that's a shocker right there.
Yeah. I'm thinking it's going to be some points on the board. Over 21 for sure for both squads.
Yeah. And injuries.
And the Eagles running game can do enough against the Chiefs defense to keep Mahomes off the field. You know what I'm saying? They ain't that bad. They can keep Mahomes off the field. That can be in their favor because Mahomes, he going to be ready for that game.
Hell yeah.
He going to be ready for that game.
They better keep him off the field.
That's the number one way you beat them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Make their defense play the game.
Make their defense get tired and everything. Now, if they can't run it on them, though, they better put the points up fast. They better put the points up fast.
Right. You better keep his eyes on number 7.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be a short night. Like, damn, where he come from? If he hit that man early.
I seen the thing because one of my people, he a real big Eagles fan, like real big Eagles fan, and he traveled to their games every year and everything from Ohio, but he be posting some shit, and I seen one that said the Eagles have, I think it's like a 9-2 record against teams with a winning record against this year.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's impressive.
So they actually do play good competition. It might not seem like it, but one of those losses was against Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
And then, if I'm not mistaken, the Redskins did finish with a winning record, even though it wasn't much above a winning record. So I think those are the two losses. I think those are the two losses. And then there might be one more.
Yeah, one more.
All three of their losses might have been the winning teams. I'm not even 100% sure.
Did they lose to the Giants too?
They lost to somebody with hurt.
Let me pull that up real quick. Give me a second.
They lost 3 times.
Yeah. They lost to the Giants, didn't they?
See, I don't know. I think they swept the Giants this year.
Yeah, they might have played them close.
I'm getting that. Hold on a second.
No, they did, because that's why I thought that the Giants might be able to do what they did the first time. I think the Giants did beat them, and everybody was like, they could probably do it again.
Take this call real quick.
Yeah,
the Giants beat.
They lost to Washington, right? Okay, and then they lost to
Dallas.
So they basically New Orleans. They lost
New Orleans.
17. Yeah,
I do remember that.
Yeah, because that game caught me off guard because they messed up my parlay. Like, hey, yeah.
Oh shit, they sure did. I don't know how I scrolled past that 17 times.
Because you just knew damn well it was a lie, so you ain't even want to believe it.
Right. Like, no. Look, I saw New Orleans name, like, nah, keep going.
Yeah, that shit didn't happen. Not them.
Right. That's crazy. Before we jump to basketball, because we're going to jump to, I want to bring up something else in the NFL, and it's being Black History Month. Hey, man, I noticed we have 8 quarterbacks that are black quarterbacks that have played in the Super Bowl. Doug Williams, Steve McNair, Donovan McNabb, Colin Kaepernick, Russell Wilson, Cam Newton, Patrick Mahomes, and now Jalen Hurts, number 8.
Right.
I hope number 9 is my boy Justin Fields. But anyway, hey, man, we come a long way, quarterbacks, man. For real.
Right.
For real. Because when I saw Doug Williams win back in the day, I was like, wow.
I went back and watched that. I went back and watched that again just because being from the South, man, you know, people used to talk about him growing up, so I didn't know much about him. I went back and watched. I'm like, man, he was that. I'm talking about that game was. He destroyed them boys in the first half. I was like, this is over with.
That was Super Bowl MVP. Yep.
And I hate that Cunningham didn't get there either because, you know, I think he's super underrated. Like, he don't get the accolades. He was way before his time, like, his skill set. But, you know, that's what happened, right? Man. If some of them boys in the night had to move up in the era, got the exposure they needed, it'd be amazing.
Yeah. Randall Cunningham is my all-time favorite quarterback, by the way. I grew up watching him, man. I was like, I want to be like that. Dude had an arm, a big-ass arm. He could move.
Could run.
He could shake you, all of that. That dude was out there like playground football and shit. Yeah. I love watching Randall Cunningham. I love watching his highlights now. Dude was, man, he was
Did he play in Canada too? Like, because didn't Warren Moon have to go to Canada first?
Moon went to Canada first. I don't believe Randall Cunningham went to Canada. I think he came straight to the league.
Okay.
Yeah. But he played on a few teams, you know. I remember from the Vikings and the Eagles.
Right.
I don't remember all the teams he played with, but he went Dallas and the Ravens. He ended his career with the Ravens. 1 year with them.
Hey, why they leave Cam Newton off the black most what was it? The black quarterbacks? It was some type of list. And they had Jalen Hurts up there and Big, all that, but they left Cam Newton off the
Oh, you have to find out what list that was. That's crazy.
I forgot
some icon list or some shit like that. I remember seeing something about that.
Yeah, it was like a big hoopla on it. I seen it on Instagram.
Oh, that's disrespectful.
Like, that's disrespectful though.
Yeah, that dude, the MVP, man.
Straight up. And he took him to 1.
Right. Come on now.
You know, the league wanted to do away with Cam. They gave him a tarnished rep too. They were done with him. They didn't want that man to be the face no more.
Cam was one of my favorites too when he was in the league, for sure. I just like black quarterbacks, I guess. Because Lamar Jackson and Justin Fields my guys too right now.
Lamar gonna be in Miami.
You think so?
Or Atlanta?
I saw the thing on Atlanta. I saw that.
I think that make good sense too.
Ooh.
Ravens.
They have to give up a lot for him. But they got the salary cap to bring him in, though.
And you got the players worth giving up, giving up some picks for.
Right.
Kyle Pitts, Drake London, you got pieces in place. Patterson, you know what I'm saying? Their defense ain't bad. No. For real, that little corner they got pretty nice.
Even though I can't remember his name.
The money gonna line up. They got the cap space to bring him in.
They got like the second most cap money in the NFL this offseason.
Yeah.
I trade all three of my quarterbacks.
Y'all really think that they $100 million
trade all three? Huh?
Y'all about to get Matt Ryan.
Y'all think that number's true though? Man, yeah, y'all can have Matt Ryan. Because I seen something that said
they about to get Matt Ryan.
Hey, Jure gonna cry, man. Y'all been
if you get Matt Ryan, I'ma definitely cry. Oh my God.
Matt Ryan.
What?
That's wild.
Watch, he gonna be Trey Lance's backup.
What Tannehill?
Ooh.
Hey,
I need a top 9.
I don't know, but the local radio here is excited about Lance. Y'all better stop talking Tennessee, bro. I don't know what y'all doing.
I ain't seen nothing.
Okay, well,
they might as well just re-sign Jimmy, man.
Y'all gonna fuck around and get Derek Carr.
The Titans people sitting around here giddy about your boy from the GM they got. He said he promising them stuff on the low already. I'm like, uh-oh. Here we go.
Lance, one of them promises.
I know with this quarterback shit. It's like if you ain't got the top 5 dudes or something, like, I don't know, man. Or the top,
it don't have to be top 5, but maybe like top 7, top 8.
At least, right. For sure. I was thinking
so tired. I'm so tired of hearing about A-Rod. Please just go somewhere.
Is he going? Is he going to Oakland? I mean,
he's going to New York.
I heard he don't want to go there because they ain't got no defense.
He going to
trying
New
to follow Brady's.
If he go to the Jets, boy,
it's over. He going to New York. He about to be Tom Brady of the AFC East.
So you think going to the Jets or the Giants?
The Jets.
No, the Jets. They say he trying to follow. He trying to go somewhere who got a defense.
And
so that's why he can't go to Oakland.
There.
I mean, Vegas.
Oh yeah, that was his OC, right?
Yep.
What about the Bucks? Wouldn't the Bucks be a good look for him? No, with those receivers.
I ain't feeling that.
They defense is.
Yeah, I ain't feeling that.
Gonna be too much media shit. So if he could do what Brady could do, all type of shit.
Oh yeah.
Even though he do got a house here in Tennessee, but
maybe
that shit don't be media shit.
Everybody got a house here though.
Maybe Carolina.
I was rich. I have 5 different houses everywhere too. Shit.
As bad as Carolina sounds, if you look at the pieces, they're really not bad.
Trade to the NFC.
Who you gonna throw it to?
Right.
DJ Moore? What the fuck?
I mean, he had Devontae.
He might as well go to Vegas and throw it to Adams.
Adams, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, but they got a way better defense. They got one of the best corners in the NFL.
Okay.
Got a better defense.
But he don't play defense.
And then as soon as they traded Christian McCaffrey, they became the best rushing offense in the NFL.
That was weird.
That's true, because Christian McCaffrey be on injured reserve and shit.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, they got good pieces. DJ Moore, Terrence Marshall. They had another wide receiver. I can't remember his name. He was like a young kid. But, shit, whoever they can get in the draft.
Who they coach now?
Huh?
Who the coach on the Panthers?
I think they had an intern coach, and they looking for one.
Oh, shit. That ain't a good look.
Because Matt Rule got fired.
Start doing better, though.
But I feel the most logical destination for him is the Jets.
Yeah.
Oh, they got Frank Reich, right? That's who they got.
That's who. Yeah, that is right. Okay, they already. I mean, shit. He's supposed to be an offensive coach.
Yeah, I said that's a good coach for him.
So I mean, shit.
No, it ain't. Because A-Rod gonna do what he want.
I'll take Aaron Rodgers too. Shit.
You'll take him?
Hell yeah, I'll take Aaron Rodgers.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's his home too, right? He from over there.
Man, give me Aaron Rodgers right now.
Straight y'all can't afford Aaron Rodgers.
Straight up, I know.
The window getting tight, ain't it?
Y'all can barely afford to pay the electricity.
Right, that window getting tight. That window about this big.
Shit, I know, because we right with y'all niggas. We can barely afford it too.
We got 16.
Right.
Hey man,
but you know how motherfuckers be cutting and all that shit. That shit be rising up. They be doing shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I was watching some Chicago
number one
news report. They was talking about Keenan Allen to the Bears.
We're talking about Keenan Allen to the Titans too.
Yeah, this was on some local shit. This wasn't no national shit.
I ain't gonna be mad if he leave us at the end of the day. Because like I said, it's bittersweet. I'm gonna be salty, but I can't be mad. He's always hurt. He is always hurt. So low key, you shouldn't want that unless he's gonna come at a small price. That's why I said I'd take him back. But he's gotta drop the bag. He gotta not expect no bag.
Right.
Especially because he misses. He played one game healthy, got hurt against the Jaguars the first game, and then didn't play until week 12.
That's what they're talking about. He played 10 games this year.
That's every year. Every year that shit happens. He's a hamstring monster. Like, I'm telling you.
Because the Bears really searching for their number one receiver.
Y'all need to go all in on T. Higgins.
Yeah.
I see it because I never get to not see a Bengals game living where I live. Like, Cincinnati is 40 minutes away from me. So they is the number one team on my TV.
Right.
Yeah, they said they got to.
When Chase got hurt, Higgins carried that team. That showed me everything I needed to see.
Yeah. I wonder what they got to give up to get him. Maybe a second round pick or something.
I'd give it up
Burrow
for
next year, though.
I would give up a second round pick, especially since
not multiple, but I'd give one.
Yeah.
I'd give one.
Chicago got money in the bank right now. Y'all could
especially if we're gonna trade back on their number one pick and
y'all could do some shit
and get another second round pick.
Facts.
Process.
Facts.
We can get him one.
You can give one of those up at that point.
Exactly.
Hey, how big is Joe Burrow next contract gonna be?
Big as
massive.
Shit.
Everything they can give him, but
I heard they got
250.
He got that's the next.
It's gonna be 250.
Where that white boy from, man?
Athens.
You from where?
Athens, Ohio. Southern Ohio,
from
almost
Ohio too, ain't that
by the Kentucky border.
He's their child.
The Bengals do pay they pay their quarterbacks. They just don't pay the rest of the roster. So he lucky he's a quarterback.
Everything I've read says Burrow and Herbert are going to draw the two biggest quarterback contracts in NFL history, and that's only because of the big number. And the annual amount will equal more than Patrick Mahomes because it's not going to be a 10-year fucking contract.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're saying that they're going to draw 250 plus a piece.
I can see that. Unless Lamar Jackson get a $300 million deal.
I think Lamar deserves, and I hate to say this because I think, when I think that I have the best quarterback in the NFL, as everybody should believe of their quarterback if he's of that caliber, at least. Right. But I believe Lamar deserves more than Herbert, but less than Burrow.
Okay.
But Lamar's sitting on an MVP trophy at a very young age.
That's a fact. But Burrow's sitting on 8 more playoff wins than Lamar's ever seen because Lamar's never won a playoff game.
Right.
And then
Lamar?
Burrow's been to the Super Bowl. Granted, he lost. He did get hurt on that last drive because he tore something in his knee. That's why he couldn't get out of the pocket. Because if he'd have got out of the pocket, that's the Bengals Super Bowl right there because Jamar Chase had Jalen Ramsey eating grass. You know what I'm saying? Burrow's been there. He's proven it. He went right back this year. They lost, but he was right back. You know what I'm saying? I believe Burrow deserves more than Lamar. But Lamar has the case to go, well, if Herbert gets this much, I deserve more than Herbert. Because ain't neither one of them won shit in the playoffs.
The thing is, though, Lamar deal going to come before there, so they going to piggyback off his deal.
Yep. Just like Deshaun Watson.
It should, but he still should set the market so high that, it shouldn't even matter at that point. Because I don't think the Chargers would give Justin Herbert a $300 million contract just because we're that fucking cheap.
But the same thing can be said about the Bengals, man. They cheap as hell too.
They'll give Burrow a $300 million contract.
The ownership gonna have to get a second job just to pay him because they so cheap.
They changed the name of the stadium for money. It's not Paul Brown Stadium no more. Okay. They just got a bag off that.
Yeah.
Because they know they got to keep Burrow and Chase.
Right. The naming rights get you that money. Yeah.
Yep. So I fully believe they would give Burrow a $300 million contract if Lamar got it. And then Chase would be the next big one. Just for a simple fact, that's how you keep Burrow happy. And then, they got to go after the line after that, and that's where I think T. Higgins becomes a casualty.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. I think you're right on that one. I don't think they're going to be able to pay Chase and T.
They'll have to keep Boyd because he's reliable and he knows the system. You ain't got to teach it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I can already see T. Higgins in the Bears jersey. Shit. I can see it, right?
It looked good. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, him on one end, motherfucking Mooney in the slot.
Claypool
on the
if he can get right, you know what I'm saying? Komet, that tight end y'all got nice.
He's trying to go to Hollywood first, though.
Yes, sir. Cole Komet. I can see
everybody go stop in Hollywood.
And then if y'all get the
fuck y'all.
If y'all land, I know you don't want to hear it, Tone. I know you don't want to hear it because you want the other one. If y'all get Will Anderson, it's gonna be nothing nice for the NFC North. Mm-hmm. Trying to stop that kid from getting to that quarterback.
Now, I think if we stay at number one, we're gonna get Will Anderson just because he's the elite defender. Mm-hmm.
Be a pass rusher.
Yeah. And I also think
he everywhere.
I also think if we go get a free agent defensive tackle, we'll get Will Anderson too.
Right.
But if we don't get a tackle in free agency, Carter is the guy. That's what I think.
So when can you start signing free agents? Before the draft?
It's before the draft. Yeah. Before the draft.
So, because I was seeing something about LaRon Payne from the Redskins to Chicago.
Yeah. So he's that 3 technique defensive tackle that we need. So if we can get him in free agency,
it basically tells y'all who y'all drafted.
Who we drafted, exactly.
I got you.
Anderson. But if we can't pick up somebody like him in free agency, I think
you got to take the D tackle, the dominant force. I feel it. I feel it.
So that's what I think.
How you feel about Khalil Mack possibly coming back?
I was talking to some Bears fans about that. I don't think he fit the new scheme because we used to run the 3-4. Now we run the 4-3.
Right.
So I don't think he fits the 4-3.
Okay.
And the 4-3, he's gonna have to be back. He's gonna have to be out in pass coverage a little more.
Coverage.
Okay, so you don't think you could move him inside and let him use his versatility?
I don't know. That's different for Khalil.
Him and the young buck. You know what I'm saying? Teach him some shit.
Right. I don't know. I ain't never thought about that. Khalil in the inside? Ugh.
That might be nasty. Think of it like Aaron Donald. If he stayed, because he was healthy for us this year. So that I think it would be a good fit if y'all could find the fit for him.
Right. I think
especially
so too.
Especially with that pick.
Yeah.
Right. I still hate that we can't afford him. We was really hoping on a Super Bowl or bust year.
Yeah.
That was fluke as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But
you put all your cards at the center of the table, man. You was like, all right, we're gonna build a defense up. We got the offense.
And then when we turned around, our coach blew that motherfucker down, and we ain't even notice it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I still wish we could. If he would take a pay cut, I'd let to have him back.
I don't think
you know what I'm saying.
I don't think he have a problem with him taking a pay cut though.
I hope he would
made
do
a boatload of money, man. Shit, he ain't finna get another big deal.
But I think he might still be too expensive for us because of how far in the hole we are. So like we would need him to take a slap in the face, damn near pay cut after the season he had.
Yeah, he had 8 sacks.
Yeah, almost double-digit sacks.
Yeah, he ain't finna take what you talking about. You talking about
veteran EBT minimum, card. Damn near.
Oh wait,
you know what I'm saying? Like
Khalil Mack, man.
Damn near disrespectful.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like that's what he would damn near have to take. And
he got a new baby and everything. He like, I got kids, damn it. He pull his Sprewell on him.
Yeah, for real. And that's a big motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind having him back. I just don't know if he'll fit because I loved having him here. Plus, I still got 2 of his jerseys, so I need to wear them up.
And I remember you tried to give them to me.
Yeah.
See, that'd have been a loner too.
Ain't that some shit? Hey, who y'all got as a Super Bowl MVP? Your prediction?
Hurts.
He gonna kill him.
Yeah, I got Hurts. Or it's gonna be, and I don't know which one. It's gonna be one of them DBs gonna get multiple interceptions on Mahomes. It's gonna be the other possibility, I think.
I got Hurts or Reddick.
Okay. So you seeing a 2 to 3 sack game out of him?
Yeah, I think he gonna cause some havoc for them motherfuckers, boy.
I can see that.
I like AJ Brown. I think he do.
He do.
All on Eagles.
Who you think gonna be the Super Bowl MVP, Ray?
The baby goat.
The baby goat.
This motherfucker.
What's the baby goat thing? Y'all gotta explain the baby goat for me. Either you the goat or you not. How you the baby goat?
He a little baby. He was just born. You feel me?
These niggas be playing Madden too much.
Tom Brady, big goat, big dog. I mean, he a little baby.
Attention on you. I bet you ain't never got any more questions, do you?
Nah, I don't even got no game system, bro. I don't even play the game. I don't even got no game system.
They did that. My take from it is that Madden cover they did with Brady and Mahomes on it.
Okay. Baby goat.
I mean, I'm just saying, bro, like.
And that's literally what they did in the promotion of the commercials. They had 2 goats, and one was bigger and one was a baby.
Oh, okay. So
I mean, it's literally right there. You know,
really
the media put it in motherfuckers' heads, and they done ran with it since.
Took off with that shit.
Brady just recently took over the GOAT conversation to me.
Fuck out of here.
He just recently did.
Now look, I always said this for the longest. I always thought, and it wasn't. I always put it by player because I always thought it was hard to really say who the greatest individual player in NFL history was. So I did it by position.
Duh. Now go ahead.
Right. You could say Deion Sanders. Right. Like, you know.
I got an argument for
I always thought Joe Montana
I know
was
you
the
do.
greatest. Joe Montana was the greatest quarterback of all time.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
And I always feel like he has a case in that argument, even to today. Even though Brady is most people's GOAT, I still think Montana has a case in that argument because of his Super Bowl record, one.
Facts.
His passer rating in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Never threw a
playoff record.
In the Super
All
Bowl.
that type of shit.
All that shit, right?
You know, he has a case. But Brady has a case too.
He even Montana went to the Chiefs and almost took them motherfuckers to the Super Bowl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like, You know, I always thought that for the longest, and then I say about this 4th, 5th ring for Brady, I'd say, okay, this motherfucker might really be dude. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, it's some things you can say, hey, Brady didn't win no Super Bowls. His defense won one of those, or his kicker won one of those.
That's
right. That's why. You feel me? It took me a minute.
Because to me, my all-time best running back is Barry Sanders. I know motherfuckers in here gonna disagree.
And I got a case to disagree.
But you know what I'm saying? In that argument, it comes down to a ring, damn near, is the difference. You know, because when you compare them individually, when it comes to all the records, it's either, and this is what's even better about it, because it clears the other name completely out of the conversation, and I don't give a fuck what anybody got to say. It's either Walter Payton by himself, Barry Sanders by himself, or they're tied.
Okay.
For sure. I agree.
Emmitt Smith don't really join in the conversation very much.
What you talking about? Trash.
You know what I'm saying?
Trash.
So he out that bitch. That's why I said I love
AP better than Emmitt Smith. I don't give a fuck.
You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to them two, it's basically the ring that separates them.
I think it's a couple other things separating them, but
you got more of the eye test. You got more of the eye test for both of them than I did.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Barry was exciting to watch when he was flashy with his cuts and all that, his juking. But you ain't putting him on the goal line like you putting Walter Payton on the goal line. You ain't killing nobody on third down with him. Walter Payton did not have an offensive line until the end of his career. Everybody knew Walter Payton did not have a quarterback. Everybody knew he was getting the ball. They couldn't do nothing with him. Passing downs, he blowing up whoever trying to blitz. He blowing them up. He can block. You know what I'm saying? The boy can receive out of the backfield. Barry can catch out the backfield, but he wasn't no Walter Payton out the backfield. You know what I'm saying? And Walter Payton can run between the tackles. He can run on the edge. He ain't running out of bounds. You're gonna have to tackle him. He's got those intangibles, man. You're gonna feel him by the end of the game. The man missed one game his whole career. You're gonna feel him.
For real?
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't want to get into all that shit with Tom. I didn't really want to get into all that shit with Tom.
I never do that shit.
Sweet and simple.
I know.
He only missed one game.
I wanted, he only missed one game. He had a rib injury. He wanted to play, but his coach was like, nah.
That's great. Now that's the most impressive thing you probably done said about him.
Especially as a running back.
That's right. That's crazy.
Yeah. But I think he might have paid the price for that when he retired. There's like speculation that he might have had a CTE or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We don't know for sure. What was I gonna say? And the man threw like 4 touchdowns as a quarterback. You know, in the league, he passing the ball. Shit, man had an arm. You know what I'm saying? Play return a little bit. He could do everything on the field. That's why I consider him the best football player, not running back.
Oh, so that mean my boy LT in the top 5.
LT is dope.
For sure.
Yeah,
top 5. The way you was describing,
man, dude, LT dope. I can't even take nothing from him. I wanted Barry Sanders to break Walter Payton's record because I felt like Barry Sanders was worthy of it. But when he quit, I'm like,
He quit.
Man, he be dogging my dude.
He was worthy of it, but he quit.
I know that's another reason why you won't give him that title either, is because you disappointed in him for quitting.
Yeah, he was worthy. I think he was more worthy than Emmitt.
Oh, facts. That's big facts.
Trash,
That's
man.
big facts.
He the captain of the running out of bounds team, man. My dude was AP. I feel like AP was all of them in one. To me, like he could move, power.
I think LaDainian is the closest version of Walter Payton, in my opinion.
Facts.
He was
Facts. Because LT
I think he was faster than Walter Payton.
Threw like 6 touchdowns in his career.
Yeah, LT was raw.
You know what I'm saying? They were almost the same player.
Almost, yeah.
For real, you know.
And he
put some respect on my boy Frank Gore name, man.
That was one of his heroes or idols or whatever he said growing up.
Oh yeah.
Put some respect on my boy Frank Gore name.
Man. I think and I'm not gonna say it's the least talked about because everybody knows. I think the side of the football itself don't get enough credit because you think Walter Payton's the greatest football player of all time. So where would you put Lawrence Taylor as just a pure football player? Rank in your top 5?
Lawrence Taylor's a pure football player?
Yeah.
I don't even want to be disrespectful to Lawrence Taylor because he's probably the greatest linebacker or DN or however you want to categorize him. But as far as football player, there's more to it. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I can't rank him as greatest football players.
So I'm just saying for like his size and his mobility and strength and all that, he's still incredible. Within. You just at his position and that's it. You leaving it there.
His position. Like when I look at Walter Payton, I see him do different things, even at his position, and other things outside of his position. He did a lot of things. He did a multitude of things. You know what I'm saying? I see Lawrence Taylor as the ultimate pass rusher. I don't see him as anything else. You know what I'm
saying? So then you would say, so basing it off that, you would think it'd be easier for a safety to be included or a DB to be included to the greatest player.
Definitely.
So who would be your best DB of all time? Your greatest DB of all time then?
Deion Sanders.
Over like Ronnie Lott and all them?
I love Ronnie Lott.
Over Ed Reed.
Deion Sanders.
That's Deion, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take Ed Reed personally.
Ed Reed crossed my mind when I said Deion Sanders.
Football player,
Ed Reed was like the next person in my head.
Yeah, man.
Ed Reed was the next person in my head.
As a football player,
I gotta take Ed.
Deion is like probably the greatest football player ever.
Yeah, but he can't hit.
I agree with that. He's in the conversation of greatest football players, Deion Sanders.
Deion, he is nothing he can't do.
Yeah.
My boy Sean Taylor would have been the GOAT. I don't give a fuck what anybody got to say.
Who?
Sean Taylor would have been the greatest football player that ever lived. But, rest in peace to the boy. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
I still remember that shit. I was in high school. But, you know what I'm saying? I think he would have been the greatest, if not just the greatest safety, arguably the greatest pure football player I would have ever seen in my lifetime.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to add. I'm about to pile on for the Walter Payton Award. He also punted in some games. He was a punter.
Walter Payton?
Yes.
Randall Cunningham punted that shit everything,
man, on the field. That's why he got to be the GOAT.
Didn't Cunningham punt some shit like 80 yards one time?
Yeah, he sure did.
That boy lined up a kickoff too.
What you say now, Dre?
I said you posted some Randall Cunningham highlights before.
Oh yeah. That boy was cold.
Raw. I didn't get to. I didn't watch him, bro. Like,
before your time.
So what about Bo Jackson?
Raw though.
Bo Jackson, one of the best athletes, but I can't say greatest football.
That's who I wish I could have seen.
Because his career was too short.
It was
definitely one of the best athletes I ever seen on the field. Definitely.
Yeah, because his
bigger than everybody.
He had the power and the speed, man. He was just nasty.
Yeah.
He was just nasty. He had the arms. He was nasty.
It's like
he was banned on
like how it's like how Calvin Johnson was better than Jerry Rice.
Yep. Yeah, he was. I'll admit that.
Finally, somebody
yes, he got all the intangibles to be better.
Somebody got some sense.
He had the hands,
but career-wise, he ain't got it. You feel me? So that's intangibles. Yeah, for sure. But who would be 6'5", run 4'3"? Like who wouldn't like Jerry? I bet he would have loved to have been that big.
If he would have had Calvin Johnson's hands, he wouldn't have had to use Stickum.
Hey, my nigga was still catching with the Seahawks, Raiders, all that.
I know. I just have to fuck with you about it.
He only used a little bit.
That's Jerry Rice.
A little bit then. He found that clear shit.
Hey,
he found that clear shit.
The
nigga,
Jerry
Rice, man.
When the nigga came into the league, Stickum was already banned, but he was still using it.
That's facts. And he admitted it.
It was.
Hey, that's their fault for not catching it.
Yeah,
that's their fault for not catching it.
They probably told him to use it. They needed something new and exciting.
And exciting it was.
That shit was banned like 2-3 years ago, and he's still using it.
That's why, like, as far as some players,
bruh.
As far as some players, stats only determine who had the better career. When you sit there and watch the motherfucking game and see
watch them play,
there's no way in hell anybody can ever
convince me. Such thing as the eye test for sure.
Jerry Rice is better than Calvin Johnson.
The eye test, man, I tell you.
He's not more talented. Nah.
No, but you talking about eye test, man. But eye test will tell you who gonna make that play when you need that play.
Facts.
Jerry Rice always made that play.
I think it's always a combination of eye test.
Jerry Rice always made that play.
And
Calvin Johnson made that motherfucking play too. That's why they lined 2 niggas up on him on the line of scrimmage.
Right, but when I was 4 years, but when I was 4 years old in the 80s, it wasn't no Calvin Johnson. So all I know is, like he said, like when you in the man, you don't know. You like, oh, ain't nobody better than this guy right here.
Bro, when I seen that nigga still walking out with braids, I said, this nigga raw as fuck, bro. He 42 years old. Bro, what? Like, you don't see that. Like, and I was seeing that. I'm like, this nigga still raw. The Raiders.
So
went to a Super Bowl with the Raiders, bro. We never see the Raiders go to Super Bowl.
He had a top 5 wide receiver of all time on his team for a good chunk of his career.
Yeah.
Right. T.O. T.O. made one of the biggest catches.
That was later. T.O. was a young buck.
It was, but he had him for a nice chunk, is what I said. I ain't say for majority. A nice little chunk. T.O. made
who was on the receiver when it was him and Montana was the quarterback? I'm trying to think.
It was
not Dwight Clark, no.
Not Dwight Clark.
They had that vertical before Jerry Rice. They had, I don't know, I can't remember his name, but I know they had some dude that was like a vertical threat that averaged like 18 yards a catch before Rice.
But let's not say, I don't want to have this podcast be taken wrong as far as like Jerry Rice was cold. Jerry Rice was cold.
Yeah,
you know
facts.
You got to see him more than that shit.
But see, he was cold.
I still think Randy Moss is better.
I do too.
Yo, better shit. Yo, the second.
You know
T.O. number 2 to me.
T.O.'s better than Jerry Rice. I think Jerry Rice is better than T.O. But
y'all got T.O. fucked up.
You got T.O. fucked up.
No, I think Jerry Rice is better than T.O., but I think Randy Moss is better than both of them niggas.
I don't.
Man, Randy Moss was special, man. He was special.
That nigga, he would come off the line of scrimmage and put his hand up off the first step because he was open.
Facts.
He
knew he was open then. He knew he was about to be open when he got downfield too.
As soon as he moved, he knew the defense because they were so scared they played their hand.
Yeah, because these niggas is tall as hell. Randy Moss and Calvin Johnson 6'4", 6'6", bro. Like Jerry Rice ain't that tall.
But see that's all part of the game.
And T.O. is a different wide receiver. He gonna go up the middle. Randy Moss ain't going up no.
Randy Moss was the greatest at using what he was dealt. That's a fact.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
And he had Chris Carter right on the side of him too. So
because he wasn't what you would think was fast, but he was fast enough that where if he got a step on you,
he was long. He long.
You know what I'm saying?
Long.
He might be the best football player without a Super Bowl trophy, huh?
T.O. damn near was faster than Randy Moss, bruh.
Oh, Randy? About that?
Randy just long.
What y'all think about that? Randy might be the best football player without a Super Bowl trophy.
I don't
championship
know about that. I don't know about that.
No, T.O.
Dan Marino might
Yeah. That's a good conversation, those two.
Yeah, it is.
LT?
LaDainian.
LaDainian Tomlinson?
I'm thinking you're talking about Lawrence Taylor. I'm like, which way?
Nah. I know he got some shit in it. He got nice little
Or Barry Sanders, right?
Barry, yeah, of course, Barry. Calvin Johnson.
You can probably make a super squad with all the dudes that don't have
that don't got a right.
Calvin Johnson himself is in there.
But are those guys better than Randy Moss?
I think LT
put our whole defense in there. Fuck you, nigga.
I think LT has a case to be a better football player than Randy Moss.
Okay, I can see that.
Who?
LT.
LaDainian Tomlinson. You think he's better
football player than Randy Moss? I mean,
yeah.
I mean, you gotta think. You gotta
Does
think.
he do more shit?
Think about this. Think about
do more
this.
shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly. He caught 100 passes in a season and ran for over 1,200 yards.
And he passed for some. I seen him pass. So
yeah,
he more shit. So
he still holds the record for most overall touchdowns in a season. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he definitely has a case. I didn't even know that.
He threw touchdown passes. He threw like, I think it was 8 or 6 or 10. I'm not going somewhere in between there.
See, but look, I'm not gonna say that makes you better because then you got to use that logic with basketball too. Because a player do more shit, that make him better than certain players.
The thing is,
doing
more shit, not just doing more shit.
I'm not using him. Nope. You gotta use that logic. It's the same thing. Basically.
I mean, explain that.
You saying if a player do more, he's capable of doing more things in football, like all right, in basketball, if a player is doing more things than you, he's capable of doing more things than you. That makes him better than you.
Well, it's a lot of factors. It's like I said, it's the skill, it's the winning, it's the intangibles. All of that matter. So, like, let's say, for instance, let's take Michael Jordan for example.
Mm-hmm.
He's the greatest scorer. No matter if LeBron is the scoring champion, you know what I'm saying? Jordan is the greatest scorer.
Right.
But there's also points in Jordan's career where he was elite passer or assist man. There's also points in his career where he's elite defender, shot blocker, steals. So he could do all of those things. He just don't need to do all of those things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He could do. He did them all at an elite level. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying?
He did them all in 1 year
all
at an elite level.
Too. Like,
why don't people understand
that? When they needed him to be a triple-double man. You know what I'm saying? Once the team developed around him, they didn't need him to be a triple-double man. We just need you to go ahead and get these points and get us off the floor.
Why can't people understand that though?
That's true.
We're defensively good enough. Yeah, we're defensively good enough to where if you can score 50-55% of the points, we'll win.
Right.
Cool. All right, bet. Go focus your energy on offense. Play great defense like you always do. We already know that.
We don't need you to
win this, and we're gonna win this shit.
To distribute the ball anymore.
Yeah,
somebody to do that.
Take defensive score. Yeah, he is what.
And I agree with y'all. I agree with y'all, man.
I'm not trying to say no bullshit, but that's what they ask of the 3 or D players today. Yeah. Shoot the threes because that's all the game is, and play good defense.
They don't even do that.
Jordan was carry our team offensively and play good defense on whoever the fuck you're guarding.
See, but that's why he's number 1 and Kobe's number 2, bro. I don't care about accolades, stats.
All of that matters. All of it counts for something.
Because like they 1-1, bro. Like
it may not be weighted equally, but it counts for something.
Yeah, Jordan achieved more shit, but them motherfuckers was the same goddamn player, bro. Like I know Jordan shot better. You feel me? Like they did different shit different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Jordan didn't take shots over 3 motherfuckers. Like you feel me? Like he gonna drive that lane more than Kobe did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they like it's like, bro, I don't know, man. That shit. All the NBA players I be hearing, they say the same shit.
The biggest Jordan intangible was them hands, man.
Them big ass hands, like Kawhi.
Watch him play. He put the ball wherever he want to put it.
The palm,
Lay it up wherever he want to lay it up. Like
to go, bro.
Yeah.
That's the most shoe I got in my closet, Jordan. Like,
man, you already know. When I seen him take the ball off the glass,
and I think his second
Washington, I'm like,
is his just his mind, his will to win. But Kobe had that too. You know what I'm saying?
The same shit, bro. Yeah. It was 1-1 to me. Kobe and Jordan just achieved more to me. You feel me? Like he achieved more.
But you know, Kobe get that knock because he played with Shaq too. So
exactly, he get that big knock. He get that big knock.
I mean, you got
LeBron 3 on my list.
Shaq was the second most dominant player I ever seen after Jordan.
He was.
After who?
After Jordan. Shaq was the second most dominant player I ever seen.
You think Jordan's more dominant than Shaq?
Think about it, bro. Think about it. 30 points per game. Dominant.
Then you leading the league in steals.
Dominant.
Yeah.
That's dominant. You can score anywhere on the court you want to, and you can go get the ball.
You getting 200 steals and 100 blocks in a season.
Back to back.
Dominant.
Dominant.
Yeah.
He was on a whole different level back then, bro.
That's on God.
Them niggas didn't know what the fuck that was, boy. They like, who is this nigga?
If you playing the shooting guard spot and you average 37 in a season from the two,
right?
Only shooting 12 threes.
As a rookie, right?
No, he wasn't a rookie. He was like his third year.
Third year or fourth year, something like that.
Third or fourth year,
It was bad though.
He averaged as a rookie, 28.
Yep,
something like that. Yeah,
most ever.
Shit crazy, boy. That nigga came in green light, boy.
Bruh.
They had nothing around him though. He had to have a green light. Coach saw it.
It was horrible.
He averaged 32, 8, and 8 and shot like 53, 54% from the field.
Yeah.
Right.
Like he wasn't just out there chucking shit up and missing. Like he was really out there shooting fucking. He was shooting 55, 56% from the floor.
Jonah.
Yeah.
You call him Jay Jonah. That's Jay Jonah.
My favorite version of Jordan is the gold chain Jordan from
gold chain Jordan.
84 and 90.
Yeah.
That's
to the cup Jordan.
The best version of Jordan is probably the first 3P Jordan, but the 80s version is my favorite.
The ones. Spike Lee.
To the cup Jordan.
Because he was so fucking quick. You was like, oh shit, you can't stand in front of that motherfucker.
That's the
Them some of the rawest highlights.
Them highlights from the 80s, man.
Bruh.
It's nostalgic.
Bruh.
65 in Boston.
Motherfucking I know some people ain't like when I said it because I know this is gonna be one of the topics I feel like we about to talk about next.
Yeah.
I think Kyrie and Luka have a chance to be LeBron and Kyrie 2.0. They're the same fucking player.
That is exactly the next topic.
They're the same fucking player.
It wasn't going to have anything with LeBron, but it was just about pairing Kyrie and Luka.
Don't do that, man.
Is that going to be?
Don't do that.
But it's a fact. They are the same player. Every time I watch Luka play, Luka play, it's like watching young LeBron play. How he can? Yes, it is. Dog. Yes, it is.
Hey, I'm gonna have to give LeBron. Go with LeBron here. LeBron gonna play some defense.
No, okay, that's different. That's different. When LeBron was younger, he played different defense. I give him that.
Yeah, he
can shoot way more threes than young LeBron.
Okay, so that's the thing. What somebody was better at, they could substitute on the other end for. So Luka's a way better shooter than LeBron ever thought about being at this young of an age.
Man, I don't
know what I'm saying?
I don't know what it is with Luka.
But Luka's out here.
I think they be letting him shoot. I don't know what it is.
Luka putting up 30, 33 a game, leading the NBA in scoring, averaging 8 and 8. He leads his team in rebounds. He averages almost 9 a game.
Okay,
averages 8 assists a game and shoots over 50%.
Man, these stats are so everywhere, bro.
That's fine.
All they do is shoot, so that ball going everywhere.
That's fine. That's fine. But that's the same. That's the same benefits LeBron had. That's the same benefits LeBron had in his young career because that's when all the rules changed.
You know, I ain't even no big LeBron fan. I ain't no LeBron fan.
Hey, but
they're the same. They're the same player. If you watch them play, they're they do the same things.
Check this out.
I don't know.
Luka will dribble 20 seconds, man, on the 24-second clock.
And pass that
ain't
big.
Gonna dribble that much.
But he used to dribble 18.
Like he used to. LeBron used to dribble to make. LeBron used to dribble to make one pass to the only open player.
I agree. He used to dribble to make the assist. I agree, but he didn't use damn near the whole clock. Luka, I'll be like, Luka, just pass the damn ball, man.
And then do a step back three.
That was his Kobe moment where he told them niggas they wasn't in the gym when he was in there. He watched them play. He ain't passing them shit. He about to shoot that motherfucker.
That motherfucker, boy. Luka, I'm like,
Him and Kyrie, LeBron 2.0 though? Nah.
If Luka give me the ball with 4 seconds left on the clock, I'm going to throw it right back to him. Fuck you.
Facts. Shoot that bitch.
I can't even create my shot. I need a couple
ball.
dribbles myself, man.
It could be the same thing, literally, because, like I said, when I watch Luka play, I see a form of LeBron. They're the same player in my eyes. They have different strengths and different weaknesses. Like you guys pointed out, LeBron was a better defender. Yeah, Luka's a 10 times better shooter. He might be a worse free throw shooter, but LeBron ain't much better either. You know what I'm saying? But offensively, at this point in their career, Luka gives you more points per game overall between points and assists than LeBron did. He generates more points per game than LeBron did.
Hey, LeBron don't have to play himself into shape. Luka got to start the season.
That's true. That's true, shape. But that's also the saddest. That's one of the saddest parts about it. Imagine if this motherfucker gets in shape.
I think because they play the game.
Need to, but if he did, it'd be so sad.
Kyrie only gonna be there for half the season.
He already said it's too easy over here.
Yeah, I agree when he said that.
Game slow to him.
He said it's too easy over here, and then he go out and drop 50 all the time like it ain't shit. Laugh at niggas, ask them who they are, and all types of shit.
But it's
that's his points though. He ain't got no finals appearances or nothing, so it ain't that easy.
He was almost there last year, shit.
In LeBron's defense, when he came
work his ass on defense.
When he came in the league was not like it is now. They played more defense on players, whether it's individual defense strength. It's too easy to score now, man.
That's a fact.
That's why I'm saying everything inflated. Prices inflated.
But you can't tell me with Luka's skill set. You can't tell me with Luka's skill set he still wouldn't have got off back then. There's no way in hell.
No, he probably would. He probably would have.
I don't see him scoring I don't see him scoring how LeBron did in that season.
I don't see him getting off like this. I don't think he's getting off like this. Like 30. How much he averaging?
He ain't 33.
I don't think he averaging 33 back then, nah. But he can still get off, yeah.
With them boys putting a body on his ass, they not.
He is 6'8".
He shoot like 13 3-pointers.
That's because the game called for it.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's why shit isn't.
There's a lot of uncontested jump shots in the NBA right now. Uncontested or late contested, which is uncontested to me.
Facts.
Bro, I don't even like watching it no more because shit is so different.
I still watch it because I just love basketball.
I don't watch it like that.
I seen an argument where somebody they compared Kyrie to Jalen Brunson being in that system, and I'm like,
that's not a good comparison.
Damn. First of all, no, I'm saying they saying like, I guess they saying the usage rate is like how he was able to dominate the ball, Luka play off the ball, get open. Saying that's basically what they brought Kyrie in to do. I'm like, that ain't gonna work.
Kyrie about to tell them all the plays they ran in Cleveland and say, run this shit. This is what me and LeBron used to do.
Yeah, I was gonna say Kyrie IQ probably higher than Jalen Brunson. He's still a young kid.
Yeah,
man.
Definitely.
This is what me and LeBron used to do. It can work. Run this shit.
Well, he a free agent at the end of the year anyway, so.
Yeah, but they still got opportunity to sign him before the season's over. I don't know if they can or will.
If they sign him, they can sign him to a 2-year, $78 million contract, but he wants more than that, I think.
Yeah, you think before Kyrie take a personal game?
He wants almost $50 million a year is what he's asking for. So
they can only sign him for 2 years. They can't sign him for
that's one of the options. But if they wait till after the season, they could lose him. One.
So
and
even if they wait till after the season, he's still a restricted free agent. So they still have his bird rights.
Yeah,
they can still give him an extra year and extra money.
Y'all see the contract?
I didn't know he had bird rights on him.
Yeah. So
okay,
the team that has you before the trade line, the team that has you can get your bird rights.
Right.
Going into the off season. So
okay,
they got that advantage.
Because I still think LA is the ultimate goal eventually.
Yeah, we all do.
He can decline any contract. So I mean, he could still end up there.
Even if they offer, he can still say no.
I don't want that 5th year. Y'all can keep that. I'm going to.
I want theirs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
4 years. over y'all 5 years. Yeah.
Yep.
That's leaving some money on the table. That's leaving like what? A whole season of what? 50
nice
million?
Chunk. Yeah, nice chunk.
They say he didn't sign back with Brooklyn. He asked for the trade because Brooklyn put in his contract that to get his 4 years, he got to win a championship. And he was like, so y'all don't want to give my money because y'all want me to guarantee a ring? I'm like, I didn't even know it was going down like that, but I guess that's what it take now.
Hey, get
that's
back.
When Harden was already on the
that
team.
Was a get back.
Yeah, they definitely got some get back though.
I mean, at the same time, is that wrong? Low key.
I mean, none of it is wrong in contract if you put it in the contract and you sign that shit.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be wrong for them to throw it out there and say, shit, maybe this would show us he's fully motivated.
He committed to the team, yeah.
Yeah.
But it ain't just on him though. The ring ain't like
that. I understand that, but if he's willing to sign that motherfucker, knowing that he's gonna risk losing some money if they don't win, and he's more likely to give it everything he's got and play every possible game. So that would make them more likely to do what he asked them to do as far as, hey, give me a little bit more help. Sign this player. Do this, do that. Because they already know he signed a contract where he could possibly lose X amount of money.
Facts. Hey, do you think Brooklyn gonna fall in the standings now that he's gone, or Cam Thomas can pick up that and keep that consistency that he's shown?
I think it's flash and flare for now.
Yeah.
It looks good though.
They got some good assets for him though.
They do.
They finna fall
off.
off.
Brooklyn won that trade. That's hey. Would they get 2 first rounds?
Kevin Durant be back probably after the All-Star, huh?
I like Finney Smith.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It gives him a great defensive piece that actually is shoot. He like Ben Simmons. But he shoot.
Dallas gonna miss him though. They need 3-and-D on Dallas.
I think they'll get somebody somewhere. I don't know how, but I think they'll make another trade or something, some small shit. Maybe Jay Crowder. You never know.
Yeah.
Where he at?
At home.
Phoenix, chilling.
Still in Phoenix?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So technically he like in Atlanta somewhere.
Yeah, technically he at the crib, but
he's a good player.
I think he's a little long in the tooth at this part of his career.
He could be a good piece on that team in Dallas.
Yeah, for sure. He ain't gotta have too much of a role.
Too much of responsibility.
Facts.
How y'all feel about the whole Ja Morant thing? Is he getting a bad rap, or is he stepping out of bounds? Is he overboard, man?
Dugging.
He good.
He alright, but you gotta pick it up now though. Like
I know the real.
What's the real, Jeray?
That nigga thugging. We know it.
Hey, but the NBA did their investigation. They said, "No, we ain't see no type of guns or lasers."
Yeah, I want it to be like that. I feel like a little nigga thugging though. I feel like a lot of them niggas thugging. They them real niggas, bro, just like us.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, and we be shocked, like, oh my god, he was doing that. Like, they
but
like
a
real
laser
niggas with money.
At the team bus because y'all lost type shit.
The NBA said that
I don't probably believe
NBA
that.
Said they ain't find nothing to say that happened.
I don't believe that part. The little lasers and all that. I don't believe that's white people see. You know, they be all spooked and shit.
Maybe somebody flashed a gun or
to get them scared or something. I don't know. You feel me? But you could tell when somebody really with that shit and hang with motherfuckers that's with that. Like, come on, bro. Like, I know. Like, come on, man. And it's probably not something that he ain't condoning. Like, he probably don't want to condone that shit, but he probably got people that's around him. Probably, you know what?
He don't got him. I don't think he wants to step to OG though.
Who OG?
Like Shannon Sharp said, it's a difference, man. Like, it's the difference in getting it out the mud and really being it. Like, he got it out the mud, but I don't think he dead. Like,
I'm gonna say this about Shannon Sharp: the man
people
got
around
muscles,
him could be that.
But just because you got muscles don't mean you can fight. I didn't see a lot of niggas with muscles that can't fight.
Nah.
Just because Shannon Sharp talk louder than everybody in the room don't mean he can fight.
No, I ain't saying it ain't about that though.
Nah.
I'm just saying, y'all giving him credit for something he ain't never done. Have you seen Shannon Sharp fight?
No. Oh, you talking about that? No,
I ain't heard the stories though.
I ain't heard no stories about him beating nobody up.
No, Ray Lewis already condoned it. Ray Lewis was like, he was the only one who stood up to me. I was like, all right.
Standing up for yourself is one thing, fighting is another.
Ray Lewis done killed a nigga, apparently.
Right.
Apparently.
There's no apparent.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. He did.
Allegedly.
Oh shit. Nah, Shannon cool, but he be chirping too much, man. He talk too much.
Yeah, but that man went wrong, man.
And he used to yelling at Skip though.
He
used to yelling at Skip for sure.
Brooks got balled up the next night by Donovan Mitchell. See?
Hey, Donovan Mitchell.
Following John Morant. Look how they got
Donovan Mitchell was a strong motherfucker, man. And he showed that he could fight with the arm drag he gave Dylan Brooks. The arm drag was straight out of high school wrestling because I wrestled in high school. I saw the arm drag. I was like, oh shit, he know how to fight.
Oh, yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't scared either. He he ain't pushing him away. He bringing him to him. Come on.
Yeah, I was pissed off. I'm like, you done took the light skin, see? Gave us an L. We didn't have to take that L.
Y'all used to it. Y'all used to it. Don't trip. That's all right.
So y'all feel there was do y'all feel there was any all-star snubs in the NBA?
Yeah.
Who y'all think was snubs?
I think De'Aaron Fox for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, him and Edwards, like, one of them a reserve or because somebody got hurt.
So here go a list of players that he said it was stood. De'Aaron Fox, James Harden, Pascal Siakam, Trae Young, and Anthony Edwards.
Hell no.
Edwards.
But why do y'all think they were snubbed? Who got over?
Right, who got in over them that they shouldn't be there? I guess
the favorites. The All-Stars are the favorites, especially in the Western Conference. Soon as you start naming people, like they hooping, but they the favorites too. Don't nobody know Anthony Edwards because he playing Minnesota.
Like who? Who is De'Aaron Fox gonna get over in the West?
Right. And the reserves are not picked by the fans or the media. The reserves are picked by the coaches. So
that ain't no snub to me.
That's another level of respect.
Yeah, that's the same, man. You got your, no matter what, you got your favorites. Like, I rock with them.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like being on the third best team in the Western Conference and playing at the level he's playing at makes him at least a top 3 to 5 point guard in the West.
3 to 5? So it's 3 to 5. How many point guards be in the All-Star game?
It goes by guards.
It goes by guards. They don't go by point guards and shooting guards.
So it goes by guards in general, right?
Yeah.
So then, who are really what fucking shooting guards are really doing that much better that are producing for their team that are on the thing? Didn't Paul George make the motherfucking All-Star?
No, not.
I think he did.
He has no reason to be on the All-Star team. I ain't even being a hater. Paul George has no reason to be on the All-Star team.
It's still fan voted, right?
And he has no reason.
Only the starters.
Paul George has no reason to be on the All-Star team. I don't care if the coaches put him on there or not.
Yeah. They
need to be looking at De'Aaron Fox.
Who they make the starters?
I'd rather have this kid on my team.
What you say,
Who they make the starters? Who they make the starters? Stephen Dane?
No, Steph hurt, so now De'Aaron in.
In the West, the starters for the guards is Steph and Luka.
So then you got Dame.
Yeah, then you got Dame. And from OKC.
Dame is a reserve.
Shea.
My boy.
Shea.
He
definitely deserves it.
He been balling.
Ja's a reserve.
He averaged like 31.
Yeah, he been balling.
So you got Ja, Dame,
Ja damn near almost don't deserve it over De'Aaron Fox.
But the people ain't gonna pick De'Aaron Fox over.
Exactly.
That's what I said.
Favoritism.
You think De'Aaron Fox?
That's what it's always been.
Look at the Grizzlies' record without Ja.
I ain't talking about their record. This is an individual accolade, though. The All-Star game.
This shit ain't new, Matt. You know that.
I think De'Aaron Fox is an All-Star over Ja this year.
Brandon Ingram might be a
Ja been hurt. You gotta produce.
That's a big take. That's a big take.
I mean, and then when he on the team, yeah, okay. He putting up whatever, shooting 7 for 28 and 15,
no, man, they'll be
15 free throws. Man,
that nigga
watching this nigga, bruh. He can't shoot a lick. That's why he don't shoot, because he really can't shoot. You know what I'm saying? De'Aaron Fox out here hitting game winners on niggas.
He been doing
it. And it's just like Sabonis should not be the only All-Star on the
De'Aaron Fox definitely slept on.
Hey, Ja Morant is Jure size, man, and he dunking on everybody.
so is De'Aaron Fox.
He ain't dunking on niggas like Ja, man.
Have you seen this nigga game winning dunk?
I don't know, Tom. I seen De'Aaron get up though.
De'Aaron Fox came in.
They ain't Ja dunks, but he get up. That nigga got bounced.
De'Aaron Fox got dumb bounce.
De'Aaron Fox got bounced.
I ain't even saying he don't, man. I'm just saying it's levels.
I get what you're saying. He ain't got.
I think they almost head and shoulders, knees and toes.
It's like not too much. I can feel where Matt coming from. Because they damn near 1-1 the same, bro. Like Ja Morant just a little more flashy, but De'Aaron Fox can shoot. He can shoot better than.
And it's really a fan. It's really for the fans too. So even if the coach pick a player, he might have that in mind. You know, it's a fans game. It's for the fans. Go ahead.
Right.
Now,
and you gotta think about if you watch the Kings, Sabonis dictates the offense.
True.
So you know he ain't out there like Ja, getting his 27 whenever he wants to shoot. You know what I'm saying? Fox still giving him 20. I want to say 20 plus a game, and he playing 1.5, 1A, 1B fiddle with Sabonis as who controlling and dictating offense, and it's actually working though.
And he kill us every time he play us.
You know what I'm saying?
He pick Lonzo over him.
So I just looked this up. So since Kyrie got traded,
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Rico.
I was like, since Kyrie got traded, how this gonna work out? He still gonna play for the East, or
they don't do it like that, right?
They do the team LeBron team.
That's right. Giannis. That's right. They pick squad. I'm gonna say that's crazy.
No,
and this year they're picking them right before the game starts.
Yeah. Oh, like real life.
21, live like, pick up.
That's dope.
So somebody about to get picked last on live TV.
The weakest link, boy.
Motherfucker, nobody wanted. Oh, fuck it. Go ahead.
Who y'all think gonna pick? Hey, who y'all think gonna get picked last?
Oh, go ahead, give me Paul George, man. Fuck it.
Yep.
Paul George.
That's my answer. Who you think?
I don't know the weakest links in the All-Star game. I don't know the picks. I gotta see. Who the weakest links?
Hold on a second.
I think De'Aaron Fox actually might end up being the last pick.
Because you got to look at the injury.
Julius Randle. Julius Randle going to be the weakest link.
Yeah,
Him or Drew Holiday, maybe.
Julius Randle.
Say Zion.
Julius Randle. No.
Tyrese Halliburton. I don't know.
Julius from Utah.
Tyrese might be your last pick.
Tyrese, I didn't hear that. Halliburton, yep. He going to be the last one.
He's nice though. I like the young kid.
Yeah, all of these cats nice, you know. I'm glad my guy Laurie Markkinen made it. He deserves
it. Yeah, he nice. Y'all fucked that up.
Yeah, we fucked that up. I be thinking about that shit all the time. Like, we fucked that shit up. I ain't gonna keep y'all too long, man. I appreciate it. We've been going for a minute. And thanks for coming and kicking it with me for a minute. We had a good conversation, y'all.
Oh, yeah. I'll holler at y'all.
All right, y'all. Peace out.
Inshallah.